Welcome to FirstWord Pharma's news roundup for January the 17th, brought to you today by Senior Editor Matt Dennis. In our top news story, sources suggested that Celgene has entered into negotiations regarding a potential acquisition of Juno Therapeutics. People familiar with the matter indicated that an agreement could be reached in the coming weeks if negotiations do not fall apart, although terms of the potential deal were not disclosed. Celgene and Juno entered into a 10-year agreement in 2015 to jointly develop treatments for cancer and autoimmune diseases, including CAR-T therapies. The news comes after Celgene reached an agreement earlier this month to purchase Impact Biomedicines for up to $7 billion. In other news, FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb indicated that the agency is exploring the possibility of releasing a subset of complete response letters that are especially important to public health. Gottlieb had previously expressed support for releasing all such letters, but suggested that such a move would now be administratively burdensome. In addition, the FDA granted priority review to Novartis' application seeking approval of Kymriah for the treatment of certain adults with relapsed or refractory diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. European regulators granted accelerated assessment to an application in the same indication, as well as for a filing for the treatment of certain children and young adults with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And finally, the UK's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency announced its plans should no agreement be reached with the European Medicines Agency at the time of the country's exit from the EU. The regulator said that there would be no sudden changes to the UK regulatory framework and that it would provide adequate notice and ensure that companies had sufficient time to implement any change requirements. To read these and other stories in full, visit firstwordpharma.com.
Are you able to keep up with all the news and views in the biosimilars market? FirstWord's Biosimilar Index is the only dedicated biosimilar and non-comparable biologics intelligence tool available. Get ahead of your competition and learn more today.